Hello again, hope everyone's alright. Slightly different intro this week. The main reason for that was that the walk that you're about to see is actually the second half of a larger walk that we did it was a couple of weeks ago now. We went down to near Horsley Church to have a look at the site of the medieval fish ponds that I'd read about in Horsley, and I'm going to do a separate video on that. So when we'd finished that, instead of turning around and coming home, we carried on, and obviously I didn't do an introduction to that bit, so I just carried on filming. So this is the introduction. It's from near Horsley Church. We went down the valley towards Holbrook. We stopped at the near the A38 and then walked back into Lower Kilburn, and then back home. It's mainly on the roads this time, but I did shoot quite a few wildflowers on the way, so we'll try and intersperse it with a few flowers as well as cars rushing past us. And look out for the milepost as well. So I hope you enjoy the video. Give it a thumbs up if you do, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Right, we've left the fish ponds behind and we've come down the hill towards Lower Kilburn, and we're currently walking parallel with the A38, as you can probably hear. This is a path we've not been on before.
but we've looked at the map. We know roughly where it leads. Well, we know it leads up to Holbrook. There's a nice shot of Horsley Church spire. Zoom in. Yeah, it's a nice view. Shame about the noise. And the hawthorn blossom is absolutely at its best at the moment. So we've now come off the footpath in the field, over the stile, and we're down by the side of the southbound slip road that takes traffic onto the A38 towards Derby. We've often seen this footpath sign when coming along in the car. Now I know what it's like and what it looks like at the top of the bank. This is where our rural walkers ended up, in the central reservation of a dual carriageway intersection. That's the A38, that's the old Derby Road, that's looking towards Ripley, Alfreton, and the slip roads leading off southwards towards Derby. On these walks you have to take the rough with the smooth. This is definitely rough. This is Tantsmeadow at Lower Kilburn. Takes its name from St Anthony, who we saw St Anthony as well at Coxbench a few weeks ago. This is a bit of a rat run between the Alfreton Road and Horsley. It avoids going to Kilburn Toll Bar. Just the other side of this hedge is Tantsmeadow Waste Treatment Works, otherwise known as Sewage Farm, and you can actually smell it today. It's not too bad. They did some improvement works a few years ago, allegedly to reduce the smells. But what I want to show you is across the road from Tantsmeadow. It's that. This was the old turnpike road from Derby to Chesterfield, and presumably in those days you used this road if you were going to London, which is why the mileage to London is on it. It could do with a bit of a trim around its base. That looks like a honeysuckle, but anyway, thought that might be interesting to have a look at. I think there's quite a few mileposts on this road leading up to Chesterfield, but that's the one at Lower Kilburn. That's looking in the Derby direction. Sewage Farm, Tantsmeadow. And there's the Sewage Farm. It's quite a big site. I imagine it takes all the sewage from Woodhouse, Kilburn, Horsley, Lower Kilburn, Denby. That's quite a big installation. That's looking across towards the garage on Derby Road, Lower Kilburn. There was a scheme to build on this field in the foreground, but nothing seems to have happened. I think people are nervous about building a development next to a sewage farm, to be honest. So it might be left green. And I think this is decorated in anticipation of VE Day, which is on Friday. Today is Wednesday. So that's nice to see. The lockdowns are not stopping people commemorating that momentous day in our country's history. So just coming to the top of Horsley Road, where the road meets Church Street at Kilburn.
Right, okay. Right.
It's eerie with no traffic about.
Well, you send me
You might recognise this view from one of my previous videos where we looked at the War Memorial at Kilburn. I put a postcard up which was taken from this location, looking up Church Street to where the War Memorial was, which was up there before it was moved to its present location. And I don't know what year that was undertaken, but the Hunter's Arms is on the right, and across the road from that is a little farm, a little small holding. I'm going across the road now because there's a car coming. So that's where we've been, and this is where we're going. The bottom of Woodhouse Road now at Kilburn, just coming up to where Kilburn changes into Horsley Woodhouse. And this meadowsweet is lovely, isn't it? I think the wildflowers are probably at the best at the moment, and that's glorious, and it smells lovely as well. So that's the end of another walk, almost home. We're suffering a bit today. I've got a gammy knee. Sue's got a bad foot, which is giving her a bit of jip. And we've actually gone further than we were planning. I just wanted to do that bit of footage on the fish ponds and then come straight back, but we decided to go towards Kilburn on the footpaths, so we've gone further than planned. None of these walks are planned, we just go wherever we think when we get there, depending on weather and how many people are about and other factors. Anyway, I'll sign off now in the usual way. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you very soon in another one. And as ever, stay safe.